In this video, how we will see how to retrieve the data from dividend data from the website, any of the website. So let's go to the code, actual code. This is sample code which we are trying to access the data content from the web page. So in here we have request, and when we execute it, we are getting the request, and we are like beautiful soap is there for web scraping purpose. So I'm trying to install that pip3 uninstall. I will show you how we can install that. Just run pip3 install beautiful soap. As I have already installed, it is giving me. So in code, if it is still like it is still showing that bs4 beautiful soap doesn't exist. So let's go into the code. Beautiful soap is not defined. That is what it is showing. So let's go into the Google Chrome and open any of the Stack Overflow. So one thing I can see is some spelling mistake is there. So let's copy the actual beautiful soap and just replace here. Now when I try to execute python 3 main.py, it is getting executed successfully. So there was a spelling mistake there. So let's add find method, so we are able to print the html content in here. So yeah, this is working as fine as we thought. And now let's dig in deep. So I created a for loop, and we are just looping into the div elements here. So let's get into the actual stuff. So how to get the dividend data. So let's open one of the famous website for seeing the dividend data. So let's open money control. Let's go to the money control. This basically gives all of the dividend data. Let's copy this url, and let's paste there, and let's analyze how the html content is rendering in the by using the inspect tab. So when we inspect here, we can see that it is rendering a table. Within a table, all of the
Still
data is present.
haven't subscribed or liked and commented to the channel, please do so.
So coming back, let's go to the code. We need to give the table there. So I have given the table, and I'm just debugging the data currently. So when I go to the debug console, and it is giving me all of the data in the table, and this is how the data from the beautiful soap is looking. And now we need to play with the data. So let's create extract a table. Oh my bad. Let's copy that html table too from there to here, and we need to remove that let command. It is not javascript, it is python. So let's we need to just iterate through which I created. I found one of the stuff from the stack overflow. I will be just copying that. We will above you can see the function which I copied. And so in here, when we do this, we will be getting first two rows of the table. So actually we require two colon, so that will be giving all of the data. So I think it is starting from MOIL till the last one is camps, CAMS. We are getting everything as we want. And now let's analyze the data. Let's go in here. So let's iterate through this. So let's create a for loop wherein which we will take data list of list table. So just print that data. Let's see what it is coming in there. We are just trying to execute the code, and we are getting all of the data in here. Everything is a row. Everything is a list of list. In the same way we are getting. So now what we can do is like let's format this according to our requirement. So we want list of objects. So for that, what we can do is like we can just create an empty list. Let's create an empty list called output, which is an empty list, and we will just try to append with an object. We'll just try to append with an object. Let's give starting from company name. We need to iterate from one colon. We need to iterate from two columns. Sorry, like we need to skip the two rows. After that, we need to iterate. So let's write first of all the company name, and the company name will be actually data of 0. Let's put comma. Next will be dividend. Sorry, the type of dividend. We are basically arranging the data in the format that which is user friendly to read. So further, if we want to deploy this API into somewhere else, so that when we hit any of the endpoint and retrieve the data, so anyone should be able to understand what we are retrieving it. So for that necessity, we are just adding the JSON keys and pairs in here. If you want this code, please do let me know in the comments. I will just give all of the code to you. So indentation matters here, so we need to give everything correctly. The indentation should be correct. So let's execute main.py again. So we are the data is looking good now, and so I think we are good with this. And yep, thanks for watching.